Welcome back, everyone.
Today's topic is all about body feelings.
Most people already know words like hungry, thirsty, tired, or sleepy.
And of course, pain, cold, hot, and itchy, very common.
So today, we'll introduce a few other practical words to describe how your body feels.
Simple, natural, and easy to use.
Let's get started.
Bloated.
When we say someone feels bloated, we mean their stomach or abdomen feels swollen, tight, or overly full. It's that uncomfortable feeling you get when there's too much gas, air, or fluid in your stomach, often after eating or drinking.
Bloated is not the same as full. That's an important difference. Full is usually neutral or even positive. It just means you've eaten enough. Bloated, on the other hand, is almost always negative. It suggests discomfort, pressure, or heaviness, not satisfaction.
People often feel bloated after eating too much, eating too fast, drinking carbonated drinks, or eating certain foods like beans, dairy, or very salty foods. Hormones and digestion issues can also cause bloating.
You'll hear people say things like, "I feel really bloated after that meal," or "My stomach is so bloated today." In these cases, the speaker is clearly complaining about how their body feels.
Bloated can also be used to describe appearance, not just feeling. For example, someone might say, "I look bloated," meaning their stomach looks puffed out or swollen, even if their weight hasn't changed.
Nauseous.
When we say someone feels nauseous, we mean they feel sick to their stomach, like they might vomit. It's that unsettled, queasy feeling that often comes before actually throwing up, though you don't always vomit.
People can feel nauseous for many reasons: food poisoning, motion sickness, strong smells, illness, stress, pain, or even extreme heat. Sometimes just thinking about something unpleasant can make someone feel nauseous.
You'll hear people say things like, "I feel nauseous after that ride," or "that smell is making me nauseous." In both cases, the word clearly communicates physical discomfort and the possibility of vomiting.
In everyday conversation, nauseous is informal, common, and very clear. When someone says they're nauseous, it signals that they feel unwell and may need to sit down, rest, or avoid food.
Dizzy.
When we say someone feels dizzy, we mean they feel lightheaded, unsteady, or like the world is spinning. It's a sensation where you don't quite trust your balance, and you may feel like you need to sit or hold on to something.
Dizzy is not the same as tired. That's an important difference. Being tired means low energy, but being dizzy affects your sense of balance and orientation. You might feel weak when you're tired, but dizziness makes you feel off-center or unstable.
People can feel dizzy for many reasons: standing up too quickly, dehydration, low blood sugar, illness, lack of sleep, anxiety, or spinning around too fast. Sometimes dizziness comes with other feelings like nausea or blurred vision.
You'll hear people say things like, "I stood up too fast and got dizzy," or "I feel dizzy," I need to sit down. In both cases, the speaker is describing a sudden physical sensation that affects balance and awareness.
Dizzy can also be used in a lighter, non-medical way. For example, that roller coaster made me dizzy, or spinning in circles makes me dizzy. In these cases, it's temporary and usually expected.
Sore.
When we say something is sore, we mean it hurts in a dull, achy, or tender way, especially after use, strain, or minor injury. It's usually not sharp pain, but discomfort that you're very aware of.
Sore is not the same as injured. That's an important difference. Being sore often means the muscles or body part are irritated or tired, but not seriously damaged. For example, you can be sore after exercising even though nothing is actually wrong.
You'll hear people say things like, "My legs are sore after that workout," or "My throat is sore today." In these cases, sore describes ongoing discomfort rather than sudden pain.
Sore can sometimes imply sensitivity to touch as well. For example, "It's sore when I press on it" suggests tenderness, not intense pain.
Cramp.
A cramp is a sudden, tight, painful muscle contraction that you can't easily control. It often comes on quickly and can be very uncomfortable, even if it doesn't last very long.
A cramp is not the same as being sore. That's an important difference. Soreness is usually a dull, lingering ache, while a cramp is sharp, intense, and immediate. When you have a cramp, the muscle feels hard and tight, almost like it's locked in place.
People commonly get cramps in the legs, feet, or calves, especially during exercise, at night, or after dehydration. You might also hear about stomach cramps or menstrual cramps, which describe similar tight, painful sensations in the abdomen.
You'll hear people say things like, "I got a leg cramp in the middle of the night," or "My foot just cramped up." These sentences describe sudden pain that forces the person to stop what they're doing.
Cramp can be used as both a noun and a verb. As a noun, "I have a cramp in my calf." As a verb, "My leg cramped while I was running."
Numb.
When we say something feels numb, we mean there is little or no sensation. The area might feel tingly, heavy, or asleep, and you may not be able to feel touch, temperature, or pain very clearly.
Numb is not the same as sore or painful. That's an important difference. Sore means it hurts, but numb means you can't feel much at all. In fact, numbness often feels strange because you expect sensation, but it's missing.
People commonly feel numb when blood flow is restricted or nerves are compressed. For example, sitting on your leg too long, sleeping on your arm, or holding your neck in a bad position can make a body part feel numb.
You'll hear people say things like, "My foot is numb," or "My fingers went numb in the cold." In these cases, the speaker is describing reduced sensation, not pain. pain.
Numb can also be used emotionally, not just physically. For example, someone might say, I feel emotionally numb, meaning they don't feel strong emotions, good or bad, often after stress or shock.
Palpitation.
A palpitation is the noticeable feeling of your heartbeat. It often feels like your heart is racing, pounding, fluttering, or skipping a beat, even though nothing is touching your chest.
Palpitation is not the same as a fast heart rate measured by a machine. That's an important difference. A palpitation is about what you feel, not necessarily what a doctor measures. Sometimes the heartbeat is actually normal, but you're suddenly very aware of it.
People can experience palpitations for many reasons: stress, anxiety, caffeine, lack of sleep, exercise, dehydration, or strong emotions. In some cases, medical conditions can also cause them.
You'll hear people say things like, I'm having heart palpitations, or my heart started palpitating all of a sudden. These sentences describe a subjective sensation that can be surprising or uncomfortable.
Palpitation is often used in more serious or health-focused contexts than words like dizzy or sore. Even though palpitations are often harmless, the word itself sounds more medical and can feel more alarming to the person experiencing it.
Winded.
When we say someone is winded, we mean they're breathing hard and temporarily out of breath because of physical activity. It's that feeling you get after running, climbing stairs, or doing something strenuous.
Winded is not the same as shortness of breath. That's an important difference. Winded is normal and expected after exertion, and it usually goes away quickly with rest. Shortness of breath can happen with little or no activity and often feels more concerning.
People commonly say they're winded after exercise or sudden effort. For example, I'm a little winded after that run. Or, those stairs really winded me. In these cases, the word sounds casual and non-serious.
Winded can also be used slightly humorously or self-critically, especially when someone feels out of shape. For example, wow, I'm more winded than I used to be.
In everyday conversation, winded is informal and very common. It suggests normal physical exertion, not illness or danger.